The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, it's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
Well, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by Morrow, and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Now a play fake, Brady. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Throwing now is Brady. It's complete. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just don't come to school yard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Moore. And good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Brady. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
21-0 our score after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action now, Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 18. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a give to Jones running left. Shoves him aside. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Jones will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. One back in the game. That's Jones, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Prescott. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to get the football back as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Brady to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts get a bit closer.
Brady's going to look to throw. That's caught.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Colts pick it up. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Afadi Adenabo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hines. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Brady now on 1st down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. First down, Prescott. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. The final shot before half for Brady. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ferguson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Elliott running right.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 3rd and long for Prescott.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that will keep this a 15-point game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop it for a loss of 4. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Moore, and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
He will have the conversion and more than that. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations. Because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this, touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by Moore, and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And now here's another interception. interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Throwing here, Prescott.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 17-yard line.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Julian Blackmon.
And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, we know about the winning coach. He plays all the way through and doesn't care a bit about the feelings of the other team.
Boy, he does. I was expecting for them to go conservative, but they didn't. They wanted to score another touchdown.
I think with this guy, he would have liked to have scored 2 touchdowns if at all possible. He doesn't ever pull back.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just held on to that big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know... And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.